Okay, so I've got my new DJI MIC 2 connected to my controller, and I should be recording right now. And this is a quick test. What I want to do, however, is do a little flight, and then what I'm going to select is the little S symbol here, and I'm going to do what they call a waypoint uh, recording. And the nice thing about the waypoint is that you can preset the path that you want your drone to fly in, and then record it, save it, and then you can tell your drone, okay, repeat that path and record it. And the video you'll get after is a really smooth video recording of the path that you pick and choose. So that's what I'm going to try to do here. And I hope my audio is being recorded, so we will find out. Now, I've got previous recordings of waypoint recordings, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to pick a new one and start it over, basically, essentially. You can pick certain waypoints that you have previously recorded. Maybe I could do that. It'll save you some time. But it's pretty easy to set a new waypoint. Once you set it up, you press the C1 button, which is on the bottom of the controller, and that's on my left finger. You just press C1 and to record that waypoint. So what I'm going to do is start. I'm going to take off. I'm going to press this button over here, and you press and hold it until you get a green arrow, and up she goes. Very simple. She's up and going. So I'm going to bring it up a little higher now, and I'm going to bring the gimbal down, the camera down a little bit. I'm going to go back up and say, okay, I'm at whatever feet, I don't know what I'm at. But I'm going to pick that height, and I'm going to hit the C1 button one time. That's my first stop. And then I'll turn. I'm going to go around the neighborhood here, bring my gimbal down a little bit so I can see the street. Let's see, I'm probably high enough. And then I'll just start moving forward, and then turn. Get to this point, make a new waypoint. I can stop it there, hit the C1 button. Now I've got a second stop. And you'll see at the bottom of the screen, you'll see these little clips showing up. And then as we do, we're going to continue on. I'm going to move forward, turn it to the left a little bit, and hit another waypoint right about here. And keep going. I just keep going. Then move it around. Move to the left. I'm going to go around in a circle, basically, big loop. Hit the waypoint again at another stop. And it'll basically follow that path when I'm done. So I'm just going to continue on, at the four corners, make a waypoint, and then do it again. Come down the street here until I get back to my home. There's no point of making a path or points between the paths. When you get to like the corners where you're going to turn, or you plan to turn or stop and rotate, take a picture, you can do different things while you're at these waypoints, and it'll remember that you're taking a picture at those waypoints. And that's what I'm going to do. So there's my home, and I'm just going to come back and hover over my home, and then I'm going to hit stop. So now I've got my waypoints recorded, and so now I'm going to just kind of hover there, stop at that point. I'm going to hit next, and it's showing my waypoint information, the flight information. Now I'm at this point. I'm going to just hit go to repeat it, and here we go. And there goes the drone. The drone is going to go and follow exactly the waypoint that I just created. So this is the beginning. It kind of remembers that my altitude was low at the time when I did my first waypoint. So now it's repeating it, step one. it goes up, turns. I'm turning the camera. I'm turning it to the left. It just so happens there's somebody there. So you get to record people when they're out and about. But, you know, the flight of the drone right now is probably 58, 60 feet off the ground. You can barely hear it, really. And it really shouldn't startle anybody unless you creep up on them. But most people don't hear it, to be honest, because there's so much street noise coming off the other road nearby. People can't even tell we got a drone in the air. And this drone, the Mini 4 Pro, is quite quiet, I'd say. Unless it's dead silent outside, middle of the night, maybe. People might hear it, but there we go. Looks like I'm following this guy. Maintaining the height, 59 feet. And there is a way that if you want, you can get it to play your waypoint faster or slower. Once you set it and you save it, you can then choose the speed that you want it to play at. So you can make it slower, you can make it faster, you could even change the points. You could drag, you could open the map up and drag the points further up or down or across, however you like, which is nice because once you got a basic path, you can fine tune it and save it so that the next time you want to fly via waypoint, you just pick the map and hit go, and you're done. Here we go, coming around. Now, while you're flying, if I'm not happy with the camera's viewpoint, I can change it. I can even alter it while I'm in flight. It's going to try to follow the path, but you can certainly control the camera up and down. Although it tries to hold that point very well. So here I am coming around back to the house. And then once it gets to the last frame, which is about number 7 out of 7, it does a return to home. And if I want to cancel it, I could just hit tap to cancel. But I'm going to let it come home. And then I'm going to do is open up the waypoint map and show you how you can modify the map. Here she comes. I can hear it now. Now it should land pretty close to where it took off, and it's coming down. I think I need to move it. Yeah, it's moving on its own. It's coming down. You can see the 4 paddles on the ground. And she's off her mark a little bit. That's okay. I'm going to let it. She landed pretty good. Okay. So now let's go back into the waypoint map. I can say save and exit. So now I saved it. Now I'm going to open it up again. I'm going to modify that map if I can find it. Just got to open it up. Hang on. Plan a wave. I don't want to plan. I want to just open it up. I can't figure out. Okay, why am I not able to open it up? Yeah. Maybe you have to be up in the air in order to think it's you're doing a waypoint. I'll hit plan, but I'm actually not planning a new one. I want to open an existing one. Okay, well, okay, there's the waypoint. Here's the table. And then the one I just saved should show today's date. Let me see if I try to open that up. There we go. So today's date, 22nd. This is the one. I want to open that up. I want to modify it. And you can choose here the different speeds, altitude. You can increase the altitude. But I really want to do is, of course, you can go to the next waypoint. Over here, next waypoint 2, 3. What I want to do is modify it. And you can generally apply a global speed to apply to all waypoints, or you can modify each one individually. But I'm not going to do that. All right. and go on its own. All right, let's see what happens. Here it goes. Firing up. Takeoff. Here she goes. She's going up to about 59 feet, 58 feet. Once it gets to altitude, it's turning, doing a full return, and it should go up a little higher. It's going to start moving. There she goes. She's following the path again. So like I say, this is a test more for my DJI microphone. I want to just see how well the audio works, and I'll do it again. And I'll refine the point of view mapping here, show you how the map works, but you can certainly change the waypoints. I just forget how to do it right now. I think you got to take it offline and do it, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, so right now I'm looking at a map. I think I could do map here, so you can see the map. Essentially, you can see the path, and you can see the drone, little blue arrow, and it's coming around waypoint number 4, and you can see where it's flying. The video at the bottom is basically the video coming off the drone, and I could switch between map view or camera view of the drone. And yeah, and you can see the waypoint, the next waypoint coming up, number 5. And again, you can speed it up, and you can increase the speed or make it go faster or slower. But yeah, each waypoint is pretty controllable and modifiable. And I don't know if I can change it on the map itself. No, I think I have to do it in edit view. But there you go. That's the DJI Mini 4 Pro flying the waypoint. And I think it's pretty awesome that you can make this thing do whatever the heck you want it to do. Yeah, I love it. It's a great, hey, it's great. It's a great tool, but at the same time, it's very useful for if you want to do video, if you're out and about, you want to record, you can track your car if you're traveling, if you're hiking, you can track yourself, a group of people, or certain things you want to track, you can track it while it's flying. Yeah, you can switch subjects. You could, while you're live, you can track one thing, and then all of a sudden you see something else. You say, track that, and it'll turn and track that other item. So pretty powerful. All right, coming back home. And it'll probably give me an option if I want to continue hovering or landing. It's going to land. Of course, I can cancel it. You can see on the far right, left side, it says cancel or tap to cancel the landing. I'm just going to let it come in and land. You can still control it. See you later.